Back. It's time for game number 2 here at the 900 East Main Street. I want to call it the Main Street Armory.
I think, is it still the Main Street Armory, or does it have a different name?
It is the Main Street Armory here in Rochester, New York. So we definitely want to, but we are going to go through the lineups as the gear check's going on. This game is a level 1 and 2 game. Levels 1 and 2, level 1 is, there's no accelerated contact. You'll understand once you see it a couple times. Level 2, you can go up to the line, you have to stop, and then you can force your way through. But there's no high-speed contact in either of these games. It will be a penalty if it happens. So I'm just throwing that out there before we get started. And since they're doing gear checks, we can go through the lineup. You want to go with the Bombers Jets first?
We'll do the Bomber Jets level 1. We have Bash and Dash wearing number 1010. Space Kitty wearing 24. Kawaii Time 30. Miss Showbiz number 4. Sophie 505. Among Us 555. Acid 67. Barrett 77. River Rapids wearing 808. And Jelly Roll wearing 86. Our level 2 skaters will be Starry Night wearing 010. Red Riveter wearing 10. Scary Garcia 1990. Skate Apocalypse wearing 2012. Cat Castle 6. Jump Scare 721. Zippy Penguin 88. And Panda Claus 9. Our coaching staff is Ether, CMY Slay, Poison Ivy, Asa Clubs, Bomb Voyage, and Susan B. Agony.
Ouch. All right, I am going to do the other team, which is the Upskate New York Friends. These are the level 1 skaters. We have number 117, Ruby Shard. Number 188, Ibixney. It was Ibixney, yeah. Number 1985, Trauma Queen. Number 21, Van Tump. Number 225, Steely Gray. Number 33, Red Death. Number 34, Cinnamon Roll. Uh-oh, more food. Number 53, Cherry Bomb. Number 88, Jupiter. And level 2 skaters, we have number 12, Blocking J. Number 13, Smashing Pumpkin. Number 212, Trick or Street. Number 23, Maple Crunch. Number 25, Alina. Number 45, Strawberry Fast Cake. More food. Number 713, Blaze. And our coaches, Curry Plower, Holly Penno, Auntie Mosey, and Slee Kit, and that is your Upskate New York levels 1 and 2. They are in, I'm guessing,
Purple.
Purple. I love that purple color. That reminds me of the teams that are playing after this game. That would be the MRDA game with the Flower City Roller Derby versus Toronto Men's Roller Derby. That will be coming up at 5 o'clock or a little bit later, but this game will be starting very, very soon. I want to remind you, folks, we do have a snack bar. There's pizza there if you want to get some food. We also have Girl Scout cookies. I know I'm eating them, and I apologize if you hear me crunching them.
We also have our Chuck-a-Duck that will be done after this game. So get your Chuck-a-Duck as well as your 50-50 raffle and your entry to win $100 in scratch-off tickets.
Some great things. Plus, you can get your merch. Get your
Oh, yeah. I've already been to that table multiple times today.
Get your favorite team's merch while we're here. You know, that would be maybe the Flower City Fear. I see Rock City Roller Derby has a table. Go on, buy some of their merch as well. I see my friend Ziggy on the camera over there. Ziggy, you are in a shark suit, right? There
Love
we go.
it. I need one to
You're
keep
like heads
warm.
coming out of the mouth, you know? It's like that's awesome.
Nice spin, Ziggy. We love you.
Well, I thank everybody who's volunteering and helping us all, NSOs, skating officials, as well as our friends who made things go around here, volunteers. Thank you for bringing everybody coming here today. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a fun time. Got a levels 1 and 2 game just about ready to get going. And I believe we'll be starting with a level 2 once the action gets going. But we can probably go through the skating refs and everything while we got some time. Right? It's in here someplace.
It's in here someplace for our game day, our head ref.
I've got it right here.
Good job.
We have Corporal Chaos as our head referee. We've got Ziggy, Scruff, Moose, Gluty, Orkbot, Rocky, and we have a few of our NSOs, Sarah Baldwin, Abysmal. I see there's a lot more than that out there. Of course, Mr. Salty. Mr. Salty, do you have a name besides Mr. Salty? Can I call you Ryan?
You can call me whatever.
Do you like Mr. Salty?
No. Let's go with Mr. Salt.
Mr. Salt. Mr. Salt here. Are you going to be jam timing again?
Jam timing.
All right, our jam timer will be Mr. Salt. We have some skaters from the first game also playing officials as well, and we will.
It's your indoor voice. You're doing it again. You talk loud.
Okay. I shouldn't use my indoor voice.
No, nobody can hear you. You need to be loud. You stop being a pageant, Mom. Nobody can hear anything.
Hey, can you guys hear me out there?
There you go. Do that from now until the end of the day.
Okay, I have been doing that.
All right, on the second mic, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the second mic. Excellent.
Thank you.
Using our teacher voices today in this announcer's box, table, whatever it is.
In fact, we both work for school districts.
We do, in fact.
Yes.
I am a high school English teacher in my real life, and Cashman runs some sort of fancy technology that I don't ever understand.
Yeah, something like that. I'm an audiovisual technician, but I am a tier 6 though, so I'm just saying, you know.
So am I. That means we will be teaching until we die, for those who don't know.
Yeah. If I'm not breathing at work, it means it's done, you know?
Listen, we might have a career in announcing roller derby. We are getting ready to begin. It looks like our gear check is completed. It looks like we have another table being set up. I believe we have friends from University of Rochester here today,
There they
making
are.
us super happy.
Thank you, University of Rochester friends. Woo! Can't do it without you.
We got teams dancing, coaches dancing. It looks like we're getting ready and hyped up for our game.
We are still selling Chuck-a-Ducks. So if you want to chuck a duck, buy a Chuck-a-Duck, and then you win all sorts of great prizes. We do have a 50-50 going on right now as well. Go to the merch table, get the 50-50, and get your merch while you're there.
I see some of our Flower City Fear friends and their fabulous outfits. I'm going to have to up my boutfit game. I believe Fifi is with the shark over there.
Well, thank you guys for your patience. We're just about ready to go.
It's odd that I'm getting nervous. I'm not skating and in the announcing box, but I get nervous before every bout.
We've got lots of tables here if you want to buy merch. We've got, of course, the Junior Roller Derby table. We've got, of course, the Flower City Roller Derby, Rock City Roller Derby. Sample soap is here. You know, if you have sample soaps, you understand it's a wonderful service providing for people who need it, especially in a hard time. So thank you for everyone who's come and brought your sample soaps as well. We want to thank the visiting team Toronto, who will be here very soon. Upskate New York is welcoming to here. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much.
It looks like our officials are getting on the track. We are moments away from starting our bout between the Bomber Jets and Upskate New York, Level 1 and Level 2.
Hey, just in case you're interested, our league will happily work with your business to create the perfect sponsorship package. Rochester Area Junior Roller Derby recently helped March Radness, a skate-a-thon fundraiser. Several skaters continued to collect pledges even after the event ended. Shout out to Loot. It was the second practice with us, and they still collected pledges to help support Rochester Area Junior Roller Derby.
I do know that Flower City Roller Derby is running an officiating clinic once a month. If you would like to learn to officiate, whether on skates or off skates, please check out our social media pages under Flower City Roller Derby and sign up for our free officiating clinic.
All right, looks like things are ready to go with that whistle. We are This is levels 1 and 2. You'll notice the action's a little bit different than the last game. Levels 1 and 2. Looks like we are going with level 1 first. You'll notice that they really aren't made to, you can't do impact, skating impact. This is level 2, pardon me. Level 2, you can go up to the line, but then you gotta kind of push your way through.
And we see our first jammer getting clear of the pack.
That looks like it's Ruby Shard with the lead jam.
Upskate New York, 117. Coming around on the pass, win from the Bomber Jets, also approaching the pack and getting through on that inside line.
Nice move there, coming around the second turn. Putting up 4 points. Both jammers putting up 4 points on that.
Ruby Shard calling off the jam. And both teams look like they have 8 points for the Bomber Jets and 4 for Upskate New York and Friends.
I think 4 points are going to get pulled off the board there because the jammer was calling off the jam. Right now it is tentatively 8-4, but
Hi. I think we're making sure we have all the correct numbers and names down for the Upskate New York team. Level 1 is lining up on the track right now. Level 1.
level 1, we've got Jelly Roll with the star for Upskate New York.
And I believe we are having a moment to check the roster and make sure that all of our numbers and names are correct.
Perfect time to go buy some 50-50 raffle tickets. That's right, 50-50 from the Flower City merch table or from the circulating Flower City representative. 50-50 raffle will be drawn at halftime of game 3. So remember that, halftime of game 3. We still have Chuck-a-Ducks as well. Closest duck to the target wins a cash prize. First and second runner-ups win a Rochester Derby League prize package. Chuck your ducks after the second juniors game. So after this game is completed, you can do your chucking ducks.
Also, make sure you say thank you to our officials, and you can donate a box of Girl Scout cookies to them, any kind they would like. Just go over to the cookie table and tell them you would like to say thank you to our officials.
So this jam, we will have Blaze for Upskate New York with the Star Jelly Roll for
The Bomber Jets.
Bomber Jets.
We are just confirming the last of our skaters, and our teams are lining up on the track and ready to go. This is our level 1 and level 2 game, the Bomber Jets from Rochester, New York versus Upskate, New York.
Looks like the coaches are doing the wacky waving guy, the wacky waving blow up inflatable dude. Roger.
He has a name.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You may have seen Roger coming in. He's the wacky waving guy with the inflatable arms.
I didn't know.
He's outside by the outside doors there.
Alerting people where to come in. I love it.
You can almost see him waving in the top of one of the doorways there. You see the one with the light. You can see every once in a while it'll flip back and forth.
Love it. All right, we look like we're all set. Our officials are getting on the track. And we are starting with some level 1 roller derby. Jam is on.
You'll notice they'll skate up slow right up to the line, and then they're just going to try to
Sneak through like Jelly Roll just did on that inside line. Jelly Roll making that initial pass.
Blaze also making the pass, so both can score now.
Jelly Roll making it through the pack again as our lead jammer.
That's awesome. When you play level 1, you really have to depend upon your teammates.
The jam is being called off. We are 12 points to the Bomber Jets and 4 to Upskate, New York and friends.
Got jump scare with the Star for the Bomber Jets. And number 34, Cinnamon Roller. Cinnamon Roller goes around the outside and picks up lead jam.
Cinnamon Roller getting around that track quickly.
All makeup on and everything, Star on her face and everything. So
love it.
4 points on the board for Upskate, New York with that pass.
Jump scares trying to make it through the pack. Lots of positional blocking going on. Cinnamon Roller as our lead jammer looking for that inside line.
Nice move, picking up another 4 points on that pass.
And chasing down the opposing jammer, calling it off.
Eight points going up on the board for Upskate, New York, 4 going for the Bomber Jets. We are now level 2 this jam, which we'll see.
Pace Kitty wearing the star. Or Space Kitty. Actually, this is level 1.
Oh, this is level.
Yep.
Oh.
2.
With that whistle, it has started. We got
Space Kitty looking to get around the purple blocker and snuck right around on that inside line.
Trick or Street with the star for Upskate New York.
Space Kitty coming around that turn. Looking to address the pack again and find their way through. Calling off the jam. Our level 1s will return to the bench.
1 point going up on the board for the Bomber Jets, and taking a 1 point lead after that jam, 17-16. Cherry Bomb with the star for Upskate New York, level 1s and 2s. I believe this is a level 2 jam this time.
A Zippy Penguin wearing the star, level 2. Approaching the purple pack and pushing on that outside line. Zippy Penguin is in the penalty box.
First penalty of the game. It is a power jam now for the Upskate New York and friends. Cherry Bomb does pick up lead jam as well. It's a perfect example of what I was talking about in the earlier game about how the pack picking up speed and
The jammer having to chase them down a bit.
the Upskate defense was trying to make a lane, and they did for Cherry Bomb for 4 points go up on the board for Upskate New York.
Zippy Penguin back on the track, now approaching the purple blockers. Positional blocking really in effect here, and the Upskate New York jammer Cherry Bomb gets through that pack.
Another 4 points, 8 point jam so far for Cherry Bomb and Upskate New York. Zippy Penguin does make the initial pass through the pack.
Cherry Bomb looking to address the pack, as well as Zippy Penguin not far behind. And Cherry Bomb calling off the jam.
12 point jam for Cherry Bomb and Upskate New York. Zippy Penguin almost made it back, but got knocked out at the last second, though. It looked like the jam was called off at that point. We have Among Us with the star for Upskate New, or sorry, for the Bomber Jets. Smashing Pumpkin with the star for our friends Upskate New York, levels 1 and 2. This is a level 1.
Our jammers looking on the outside line. We have Among Us getting through and clear of the pack. They
All
are now
right.
the lead jammer. Addressing the pack, looking to the outside and sneaking through that pack.
Smashing Pumpkin going back and forth, trying to find a way to get through that wall.
Trying to find a hole. Among Us breaking clear for scoring passes.
Among Us goes to the outside with an escort of friends in white there.
Getting held at that inside line by the purple blockers.
Among Us comes back to the inside, back. Yeah.
Oh, and snuck around that inside line. Among Us getting very excited right there.
Smashing Pumpkin still looking for that initial pass through the pack.
And Among Us looking to get through as the lead jammer, find a hole in the defense. Currently on the inside line, looking to sneak by, finding a hole in lane 3 and getting through. Now calling off the jam.
So a lot of these kids are working on these side steps back and forth, and really at a basic level. They did a great job stifling the Upskate New York jammer that jam by sidestepping back and forth, not allowing the jammer to break free. The Bomber Jets did take a lead with that jam. They put up 12 points. It's 30-28, 20:42 left in the first half. Got Abinski with a star for Upskate New York.
And
Jump scare. Yeah. Jump scare there. This is level 2, so a
little bit more contact,
Yeah.
you can see happening. We have jump scare getting clear of the pack.
Abinski also picking up the lead jam on that. Can put some points on the board with this pass. Oh.
And going down but through. Cat Castle looking to re-wall. Calling the teammates. And the inside line. We have the jam called off.
Both jammers getting 4 on that pass, calling the jam off.
Our level 1 skaters returning to the track. It looks like we have player 7 Barrett jamming. And Trick or Street for Upskate New York.
Trick or Street goes to the outside. Barrett goes to the inside, back to the outside, looking to get past that wall, just sidestepping left and right and left and right. You eventually will find a place to get through.
Eventually, someone will create a hole and they can sneak through.
And there you go. And Barrett picks up lead jam for Bomber Jets.
7-7 making the turn.
Getting the crossovers coming around the end.
Trick or Street looking like they have a penalty and will be put in the penalty box. So that means Barrett is on a power jam. A lot of learning going on here. When the penalty is called, you must leave immediately, not go around. Barrett staying on the track, looking to address the pack.
The play was set up. You see both the blockers on both sides creating paths along the inside and outside of the track. Barrett picked the inside, put another 4 points on the board for the Bomber Jets.
Trick or Treat Street's penalty is now over, and they are back on the track. Both jammers addressing the pack now, looking for an opening.
Barrett does have the lead, so Barrett could call it off at any point.
Barrett still looking to get by that purple wall. And Trick or Street getting on that inside line.
Picking up 4 points for Upskate New York and friends.
Barrett coming through and calling off the jam.
Yeah, 12-point jam there for the Bombers. 4 going on the board for Upskate New York. Zippy Penguin with a star this jam for the Bombers.
I just got my name correct. It's Burrit. I like that.
We got Phantom with the star for Upskate New York, but Zippy Penguin does break through the pack and picks up lead jam.
Zippy Penguin coming around, addressing the pack again, looking for a way through.
Phantom going to the penalty box, coming back out. And does make the initial pass through the pack for Upskate New York.
Zippy Penguin looking to come around. Both jammers now looking to address the pack in this level 2 jam. And Zippy Penguin getting through, both Zippy Penguin and Phantom.
Seeing if they can squeeze some more points out before calling the jam off.
Addressing the purple wall and calling the jam. Looks like River Rapids just entered.
With these, yeah, going to be jamming, and Star and Blaze. No, not Blaze. Looks like Strawberry Fast Cake with the star for Upskate New York.
So we have 808 River Rapids addressing that pack and looking for a hole in it. Addressing that purple wall. Our level 1 skaters.
Nice move by River Rapids.
Nice move, faking out the wall and picking up lead.
Strawberry Fast Cake still looking to make that initial pass through the pack. This is level 1, so.
River Rapids also looking on that outside line, but being held back. That wall standing strong. Skater looking to find that hole. And dancing down that outside River Rapids.
A little head fake there going around. Fake going in and then going back out immediately after, getting by for 4 points. We did have a star pass to Blaze. Now Blaze is the jammer of record for Upskate New York.
And River Rapids looking to pass that purple wall again and grab some more points. And calling off the jam after they broke through that purple wall.
Eight points on the board for the Bomber Jets. That jam at 64-40, 13-15 left in the first half.
We have Jump Scare back on the track with the star. Jump Scare for Bomber Jets will be jamming.
Red Death for Upskate New York.
This is a level 2 jam. We're seeing a little more contact and that outside line.
Both jammers breaking through. It looked like there was almost a tie coming through, but Jump Scare did pick up lead jam. Red's Death following.
Jump Scare addressing the pack again, looking to get around that purple wall and fake it a little bit. There was some dancing going on there.
All right, nice move down the inside line. Jump Scare picks up 4 points on that pass. Red Death trapped behind a 3-wall, 4-wall. Cat Castle in there.
Really trapped behind that wall. Wild Jump Scare addresses the purple wall and gets right around them on the outside line. The jammer looking to go for another pass.
Red Death finally breaking through that pack, picking up 4 points for Upskate New York.
Jump Scare looking to address the purple pack and sneaking around again on the outside line and calling off the jam.
Nice jam for Jump Scare, almost causing almost getting a track cut there at the end, but calling the jam off. 12 points on the board for the Rochester Junior Roller Derby. It's 76-44 up over Upskate New York and friends.
We have number 77 back on the track. Eat is their name.
And Trick or Street for Upskate, New York.
Oh, the star is, though, being worn by Bash and Dash. I wanted to make sure I got number 77's name right after getting it incorrect. So Bash and Dash looking to get around that purple wall.
Trick or Street also trying to hit the white wall, trying to get through, zipping back and forth along the line. That's how you do it in level ones. You have to zip back and forth and then finally find a way through, which Trick or Street did, and picks up lead jam for Upskate, New York.
Trick or Street coming around that curve, and Bash and Dash also coming around. They're going to try and find their way through a hole in the pack.
At this level, you can actually follow your other jammer through a lot.
Smart.
Trick or Street does pick up 4 points on that pass.
And Bash and Dash sneaking on that outside line. Trick or Street coming up on the pack again as the lead jammer, while Bash and Dash coming around turn 4 here.
Trick or Street with the lead jam, can call it off at any time, and does.
And our level 2 skaters getting on the track now. We have Zippy Penguin wearing the star for Bomber Jets, and Ruby Shard.
Yeah. It's a great name, Ruby Shard.
It is.
You see that the pack had lined up a little bit far off the jam line, so allowed
Zippy
them.
Penguin not getting around that purple line.
Ruby Shard having their legs taken out from underneath them. There he
Zippy
goes.
Penguin breaking free of the pack and getting lead. Zippy Penguin looking over here.
Giving some eyes to everybody over here. Hey.
I'm not sure what that was about.
No. Ruby Shard making 4 points on that first pass. Both jammers getting points on their first passes.
Zippy Penguin calling the jam off.
I guess Zippy was looking at the score, I think. It's kind of like a squint at the scoreboard going by.
Looks like we're in a timeout.
Just shoring up the score while we're at it.
We are having our level 1 skaters line up on the track right now. 67 has the star on.
Looks like Acid with the star for the Bomber Jets. Blaze with the star for Upskate, New York.
And 67 getting through that pack on the initial pass.
The board for the Bomber Jets. The score is 88. Bomber Jets 52. Upskate, New York. We have
Little tape being put down on the track
7
while our
minutes
team
left.
gets ready.
7 minutes left in the first half.
And we have Jump Scare wearing the star for our Bomber Jets.
A Bixney for the Upskate, New York.
Who makes it through that initial pass.
The Bixney picks up the lead and is investigating the line ahead as they come up on it.
Jump Scare, our level 2 skater, trying to push through that pack.
The Bixney picks up 4 pass through the pack.
Jump scared, looking to chase down that jammer, who calls it off.
4 points on the board for Upskate, New York.
Our level 1 re-entering the track. Looks like Ms. something.
Showbiz. Miss
Showbiz is our jammer for the Bomber Jets.
I always have a hard time when the hair is dragging down.
Bottom of the jerseys. I like that. Our level 1 skaters.
And Strawberry Fast Cake with the star for Upskate, New York.